A very warm good morning to one and all. Hope you all will be fit and fine. Have a wonderful day ahead. Students, we have completed 3 chapters in grammar. Now we shall start with our 4th chapter, that is nouns. Earlier from 1st standard you are studying this particular chapter. So it is again a revision for you all. What are nouns? Nouns are the names of people, things, substances, places, ideas and feelings. For example, Ritesh, computer, salt, park, friendship, victory. Nouns are of various kinds. For example, proper noun, common noun. Common noun is being divided into 2 subgroups, that is countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are divided into 2 groups, that is concrete noun and abstract noun. Uncountable nouns are even divided into 2 groups, concrete noun and abstract noun. Students, you should know that countable as well as uncountable both are being divided into 2 groups, that is concrete noun and abstract nouns. Now we shall go in detail. Proper nouns. Proper nouns are the names of specific people, places or institutions. Specific people in that example, Kanika, Sumit, Aman and your name too. Specific places in that example, Darjeeling, Coimbatore, Sydney, Jamnagar, etc. When we are speaking of specific institutions at that moment, All India Radio, Tata, Delhi Public School, St. Anne's High School and so on. The names of the days of the week, months and festivals are also proper nouns. For example, Friday, August, Ramadan. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. They do not take articles before them. So please do not write a Raju or Ramesh. And they do not have plurals. You should never say Rajus, Ramesh. Apostrophe S, that is for possessive case, that we'll be doing later on. But when you are writing Ramesh, at that moment S should not be added. Going further, now we'll talk about common noun. A common noun is a name, that is common name of all the things in a class. Monkey. When I talk about monkey, the name of all monkeys is called as monkey. Fan. Again it's the same, the name of all fans which are present in the world. Lake. The name of all lakes. Football. The name of all games of football. Ahmedabad, Mysore and Patna are all cities. We can use the word city to refer to any city in the world. What does that mean? That is, city is a common noun. City is the name common to all cities. City is therefore a common noun. But Ahmedabad, Mysore and Patna are all names of particular cities. These names are not common to all cities. Ahmedabad, Mysore and Patna are proper nouns. Then we had subgroups, that is countable and uncountable nouns. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are those which have singular and plural forms. They can be preceded prior, before it, preceded by number and quantity words. Now here there is a table. In the table we had subgroups. First one is countable noun in singular form, then its plural form, then with number words, then with quantity or counting words. Some examples are given. I shall read. Singular of bottle will be bottle, plural of bottle will be bottles. With number, if you are using this particular noun, then it will be 6 bottles, and with quantity or counting words, for example, many bottles. Second one, teacher, teachers, 2 teachers, each teacher. Next one, woman, woman, 100 women, several women. Next one, mountain. What is this plural of mountain? Mountains. 3 mountains, those mountains. Singular. Next one is baby. Plural will be babies. Then 20 babies. And if counting words you are adding, these babies. Now we shall go for uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns which don't have a plural form and cannot be used with number words. Again, here we had, instead of 4 groups, we are having 3 groups. The first group would be uncountable noun, second group would be plural, and third one will be with counting words. Students, when I talk about uncountable noun, there won't be any, in reality, plurals. It will be only a singular form, that is, music will be music only. And with that, no counting words would be there. Then furniture, only furniture. Even with that, no plural furnitures you won't say. Furniture only you will be using. And no counting words. Health, only health only. No plural of health. There won't be any healths. Health only. Gold will be gold only, and bread would be bread only, no breads. So again I'm saying, I'm reading the whole thing. Uncountable noun, for example, music, furniture, health, gold, bread. So they will remain the same. Next one we are having concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are the names of physical phenomena happening or surrounding, which can be observed with the senses. Student, water, bus, furniture, train. Concrete nouns can be either, or you can call either, countable or uncountable. Next one we have abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the names of phenomena that are not physical. See the difference between both of them, concrete and abstract. Your student is there where you can touch him, you can feel him, you can understand. Whereas in abstract noun, it's not physical. Happiness, you cannot touch. Friendship, you cannot touch. Water, you can touch. Bus, you can touch. Furniture, you can touch. And train also you can touch. But you cannot touch childhood. You cannot touch your imagination. So they are called as abstract noun. Difference between both of them would be physical, where you can touch. Okay, but in abstract, you can only feel. So again I'm reading. Abstract nouns are the names of the phenomena that are not physical and that we can only think about and not observe with the senses. For example, happiness, size, friendship, childhood, imagination. Abstract nouns can be either countable or uncountable. So both can be either countable or uncountable. So here I complete the chapter. Thank you, students.